So this week has been really interesting.
357 days. That's how long I have left to change my life. Welcome to the second chapter of Trying Change. If you've seen my last video, you'll know two things. A, that I am changing my life in 365 days, and B, you're coming with me. So far this week has changed my relationships, my sense of purpose, and my breathing, weirdly enough. So without further ado, here's everything I have done or started to do this week. Let's go. Answered all my emails, replied to comments attentively without distraction, written the first instalment of my Patreon short story, posted to my Patreon to keep them updated, cleaned my flat, rearranged my flat, tried to apply for a student maintenance loan, but the website wasn't working. Tried again a few days later, but the website wasn't working. We'll try again next week. Woke up late times 9. We'll try again tomorrow. Started reading 3 different books. Started falling asleep without noise. Started sleeping better. Called my mother and listened to her. Tried not to feel guilty when I was too busy to answer the phone to her. Forced myself out the door when a friend invited me over for a movie night. This was the hardest one by far, and my friend Anna helped me do it. Thank you, Anna. Pretty much ran out of money. Made money for future me. And lastly, actually had a writing day with Savannah. We've been planning these every week since September, and this was our second one. This week I've felt like I've failed in many ways, but I can't say I'm letting it stop me, which is an excellent feeling. And the failure is mostly because I forget what I'm doing, but I can't forget. It's not an option, and this wasn't entered into lightheartedly. I am going to change my life this year, and this is how I'm going to do it next week. Join me. Next week I will post my first short story on Patreon, catch up with university readings, recapture my attention whenever I feel it wandering by touching the things around me, sort of like mindfulness. Stop eating bread. No really, stop eating so much bread, Dottie. Take some advice from friend Luke and put post-it notes in the physical world so that I do remember to be here instead of here. Get ready in the morning, emphasis on morning, in under 20 minutes, and finally, work on Project X. Sorry, the internet still can't know about it yet. So that's been my week, and I'm feeling the failure and feeling the future in my grasp. It wasn't about doing 100% of these things. It's about knowing I am trying my hardest to do 100% of these things. I'm getting a better sense of when I've forgotten to try and when I'm deliberately being lazy, and it's the deliberate laziness I have control over. I'm not giving myself the excuse of a night in or the easy way out anymore, because I've coasted through life for too long. It's time to somewhat punch it in the face and wring it for all it's worth. Do come with me. I've kept track of this on my Instagram almost every day, and there's something therapeutic about writing out your successes each evening. I recommend it. Come find me. See you next week. Things I did this week. They are not as many and not as frequent as I wanted them to be, but I did them. And I'm so proud of myself.